Welcome back. Well, our two North Dakota teams hit the road this weekend for their games. UND is in Missoula to take on Montana, while NDSU is all the way out in Ohio for perhaps their toughest matchup yet this season, facing Youngstown State. But let's start with a game a little bit closer to home, the Fighting Hawks against the 24th ranked Grizz. North Dakota is coming off its best offensive output since the 2013 season opener, which resulted in a 48-38 win last weekend over Northern Colorado for the 101st annual homecoming. Those 48 points were the most scored in Bubba Schweigert's 41 games as UND's head coach, and the most since a 69-10 victory over Valparaiso in 2013. UND also put up season highs in total offense with 562 yards and rush yards with 314. Now looking to the opponent, Montana owns a 14-8-1 advantage in the all-time series with UND and has won 4 of the 5 meetings at the Division I level. Additionally, this will be North Dakota's third trip to Washington Grizzly Stadium, a venue in which UND has yet to win. Montana is coming off a 39-31 win over Idaho State last week and currently sits at 4-2 on the year, with their losses coming to the Pac-12's Washington and a very good Eastern Washington team. Here's what the coaches had to say about this Big Sky battle.
It matches up for us that if that's what they want to do, we really like the matchups, with our receivers on their DBs and our quarterback, seeing what's going on. Well, I think it's going to be a great atmosphere. Our fans are going to be excited about the way we're playing. It's homecoming. It's always just a great spectacle, with the parade and everything going on. It's you can just feel it in the air.
Well, it's going to be homecoming, so they're going to be excited. And I know they're on a roll here. They're 2-1 in the conference, 4-2 overall, and they're a very good football team. So we're excited to go out there. This is a huge challenge for us to go into one of the toughest environments in the country to play in front of a packed house. Our team needs to go out and play well in this environment, and that's how we're going to look at it. Our preparation is important, and focusing on the field, what happens in between the lines on Saturday afternoon is really going to be important for our team.
That game kicks off in Missoula at 2 p.m. Central Time, and we'll have highlights and analysis from it Monday on Midco Sports Tonight. Heading east now, North Dakota State has its biggest matchup of the season so far at the Igloo in Youngstown, Ohio this weekend. Brian Sean has a preview.
Kelly, thank you. North Dakota State will put its 11-game road winning streak on the line in Youngstown this weekend. Stambaugh Stadium has been a tough place for opponents to win. NDSU is actually the last road team to win there back in November of 2015.
Our guys are really bright kids. They know the tall task that we have with Youngstown. Going to Youngstown, we played there 2 years ago, and it was as physical a game as we had played. They're really good up front, both sides of the ball. So. And they have good skill.
The crowd definitely gets after it a little bit, and Bo Pelini's a hoot to watch. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's just like every other atmosphere.
We really respect them, but we don't fear them at all. Playing at home is really big. Having the crowd behind our back, definitely better than having their crowd behind their back.
It's obviously a big challenge ahead of us with the Bison coming in, but we're excited for it. It'll be a night game. Hopefully the same atmosphere as South Dakota State a couple weeks ago. We're really excited to get after them.
Both teams definitely want to run the football and impose their will up front. NDSU #1 in the Valley, rushing for an average of nearly 320 yards per game. Youngstown State #2 in the Valley at 268 yards on the ground per game. So controlling the line of scrimmage and minimizing explosive plays will be key.
To me, every good football team, it starts with the run game. And but they can throw it, and they can throw it very efficiently. And I think that when you look at a team like this, the reason what makes them good in all areas is balance.
They want to hang on to the football, and so do we. So we have to be able to create some negative plays so they're not in 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, which they've been in an awful lot. And then, it makes 3rd and 1s and 2s a lot better than the 3rd and long. So we need to find ways to stay on the field against an aggressive defense that they have, playing some man coverage. And then we have to be able to get off the field. And that really starts on first down. You can't give up the chunk plays.
They're physical, for one. Their D-line is very physical. And like I said earlier, they don't make mistakes. It's very rare that they'd make a critical mistake, and I mean they just don't give up big plays. It's always we're going to line up and make you beat us.
I think all around there you got a pretty good athletic squad. So and definitely they all have motors on them. They don't want to quit. So that'll be a difference in this ball game.
The Penguins and Bison also have the top 2 scoring running backs in the FCS. Lance Dunn leads the country with 12 touchdowns, while Tevin McCaster has 8 on the season for YSU. Should be a fun one in the Ice Palace tomorrow. Kelly, back to you.
Thanks, Bishan. It's a night game tomorrow in Ohio under the lights, set for 6 p.m. Central Time. Next on the show, our Flashback Friday feature. A Grand Forks native turned NFL quarterback. Learn all about Brooks Bollinger. And later we preview UND hockey's weekend series with St. Lawrence. Stay right here.